confronted with every day. By moving to a log cabin in the high mountain desert and developing a home-based business so I could be at home with my kids and homeschooling, you know, so that I could have that direct hands-on, you know, establishing or endowing them with a core philosophy that would allow them to go forward, you know, knowing who and what they were, you know, and having some kind of handle on preventative health, you know. We had to go into uncharted waters. Don't know what the long-term effect of raw food is on young kids. Just have no information. I know what the long-term effects of junk food is on young kids. See, the word junk food has always amazed me, because how could somebody take some food that they acknowledge, it was called junk food back in my day, and that was back in the 50s, they was calling it junk food, so now we done gone through 3 generations of people eating junk food. How the hell could you eat something that you call junk? If I call it poop food or garbage food or doo-doo food or bowel movement food, wrote it on the package, just some bowel movement food, and gave it to you, would you eat it? If I said this was buzzard food, I mean, shouldn't the label, shouldn't what we call the food, shouldn't how we define the food, shouldn't that determine whether or not we eat it? And if you say this is junk food, then how the hell can you put it in your mouth in good consciousness? And if you do eat it, how the hell can you give it to your kid in good consciousness? And then when you look around and you see the results and you see it on TV every day, people talking about, we got a problem, these kids is obese, these kids is too fat, these kids got attention deficit disorder, what we gonna do about it? And then some bright light rises up and say, I know, let's give the kids Ritalin, let's give them Prozac. They passing it out in the school like candy. Unbelievable. See, now we done deviated from common sense. You don't have to have no law degree. You don't have to have no medical degree from Harvard University to know that maybe giving kids Ritalin to counteract the effects of monosodium glutamate isn't such a good idea. Maybe we should just not give them the monosodium glutamate to start with.
This is Jome. He's our second child together. He is 9 years old. He's 8 years old, right? Jome is 8 years old, and he has been raw vegan most of his life and vegan all of his life, and he does really well on the diet. I feel like he was born into this family to be, because he wanted to be raw vegan. He is extremely active. He's frighteningly active. We called him Jumping Jome or Jome for a lot of his life because he would always be jumping off of really high places. And, you know, I had a friend whose daughter jumped off the trampoline and got a hairline fracture in her shin, and I thought, oh my gosh, Jome must be just like riddled with hairline fractures if that's what causes them. But he has no fractures of any kind, so I guess his bones are good and strong. He's our thinker, not as wild as the other kids. He's very peaceful, and he can sit and just think, sit and just be. He has an incredibly long attention span. He can sit and draw for hours and hours, doing animations or drawings or paintings at a very detailed level.
So I hear you're going to go climbing. You going to go climbing tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel?
Good.
You're scared?
Yes.
Is it going to be high? Steep? Dangerous?
Mm-mm.
Have you done it? You've done any of it before? How high are you going to climb?
7 stories.
7 stories?
Mm-hmm.
I better not watch. I better not watch. That should be interesting. That's, oh. Good for you. Good for you. How do you plan to do this?
Well, Storm's gonna climb behind me and make sure I don't fall.
Okay. And how are you going to deal with the rock?
Well,
You a bit scared?
yeah, we're going around the other side.
Is that tougher?
It's easier.
But it's still a bit scary, huh?
Actually,
Have you been up there before, or have you been up on a high place like that before?
With ropes.
How did that feel?
Good.
So you're kind of looking forward to this. How would you like? Do you prefer to climb? Do you prefer to climb with the ropes, or do you think it's going to be more interesting without?
Without.
Without?
Huh?
Good for you. Like I said, I will not watch. I trust you will do your best. And that's all you can do, right? It'll be fun though. Imagine the feeling when you get up there. You had that feeling when you climbed with the ropes, didn't you? How you doing there?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. How you doing there with the corn?
Good.
Good.
What do you think of those pictures of Joan climbing?
Yeah, I had a heart attack. No, it's good. It's scary. It's scary, but to see that face when you finally make it, you know, when you achieved it, you reached the top, you've done it, you didn't fall, you didn't break your neck.
You can see it's not that hard of a climb. Technically, you know, there's big handholds, big footholds. The rock is solid, so you know it's not going to break off. This is pretty close to the same spot I got stuck at 16.
like say we're doing the King of the Hill, whoever, you know, like beats the other ones gets to ride shotgun. Now, I don't
Dennis
think
gets to ride in the front seat of
they
the
get
car.
they get to ride in the front seat of the car. What the kids love to do is put their mama in the back seat.
Oh yeah.